thing you want to do is just step into your Venus skirt. So, and then you want to bring the front, the opening, you want to bring that to the center front. Once you bring that to the center front, you have a few options. So, the first thing that you want to do for this particular style is just find the V that is most comfortable for you. Now keep in mind, the higher up you go in the front, the higher up is also going to go in the back, okay? So, and then also the higher up you go in the front, you kind of almost create a little bit of like a cap sleeve here with the belt, with that extra fabric. So again, like I said, just play around with it and find what works best for your body. So if you bring it up like this, I'm going to say I'll leave it about right here, and then I'm going to just tie, just do a simple tie in the back. This just secures it. And then from there, I'm going to wrap it around the front, and you have a few options here. The first option that you have is to leave it. So, so I could just tie it right to the front and leave it right here and do like a little bow on the side and leave it as is, and I'm fine. And this is how I can go. You have a couple options. I always like to cinch in my waist personally. So a belt is always a great way to just add a little bit more definition right at the waist. And you see how it drapes in the back, and it'll drape like this on everyone. So no matter what your shape is, it's going to fall, it's going to drape so beautifully right on you. So just play around with it and find the way that, you know, works best for you. But put a belt on and you're all set. Just a little bit of an extra definition there. Now, if you don't want to do that, depending on your size, since this is a one size item, it does fit sizes 0 through 22. Obviously, some people are going to have more or less belt than others. So, whereas I might stop it here, or I might pull it pretty snug and then tie a knot in the back. Just tie your little knot just to secure it. I may do that. Someone that's smaller may have enough belt left to bring it back to the front again and tie it in the front. Or someone that's larger may just stop it right here underneath it. And if you don't have enough belt to bring it back around to the front or the back, then like I said, the belt is an awesome option for you. Or, you know, play around with it, and it may you may be comfortable just leaving it as is, tied right in the front. So that's that option. Another option that you have, as always, is to just tie it at the back and simply tie a really big, pretty bow. And just leave it as is. So if you do that, then you can either just leave it as is. It's pretty sexy, actually, if you do it with the open back, or if you do it with the tank. This is a great way to wear the sheer ones over your bathing suit. So as a bathing suit cover-up, the sheer ones look great like this, really comfy, comfortable. It's a lot of fabric, so you can play around with it. You're secure that you're covered, but you still look stylish out on the beach or at the pool. And also, you can, if you want to leave that back open like that, you can always just put the belt right on top if you want to define the waist just a little bit more. And then you have another look.